snap. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up with it? Let me know what's up. Let y'all come through real quick. You know what I'm saying? It's Friday. It's Friday. You already know. Let y'all boys jump in real quick before we get started. Know what I'm talking about? Let's see what's up. Comment, let me know y'all ain't here. Make sure you hit that like button when y'all come through. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all hit it. Let me know what's up. Let me know what y'all doing. It's Friday. Training camp. Y'all already know what it is. That's why it's on. Hey, training camp. Training camp started today. Already. Why am I looking like that? Oh, slopped up. Yeah. Already. Let some of y'all get up in here before we get started real quick. Before we get started. Let y'all fall through here real quick. Make sure, like I said, make sure y'all hitting that like button when y'all come through. Make sure you're hitting that like button. I see more people, but the likes ain't going up. Make sure you're hitting the like button when y'all come through. Let me know what y'all doing. Let me know what y'all doing for this Friday. How y'all feeling about training camp? What y'all seen from training camp? What you heard from training camp? Okay, if I'm not mistaken, the fans was there. If I'm not mistaken, I think the fans was there today. I think the fans gonna be there tomorrow. What's up, Steven? What's good, man? What's good, man? What's good, bro? What's good? And if y'all ain't got a chance for the Magic fan out there, make sure y'all check out my last post, my last video. I did a collab with the boy Jonathan from the Six Man Podcast. Y'all go check that out. You know what I'm saying? What's good with you? Hey man, hey, just chilling, just chilling. Houston Texans preseason August 13th. Yes, it's right. It's literally right around the corner. Like it's real. It's literally right around the corner. Like preseason's already here. Like it's already here. Can't wait. Can't can't wait for football season. Can't wait. I'm excited to see how this fan. I'm excited to see how this team looks now. I'm excited to see how this team looks now. I can't wait to see what they got going. Damn Magic fans. What they supposed to mean? What's that supposed to mean, man? What's it supposed to mean, damn Magic fan? What's that supposed to mean? But man, I can't wait to the season start. I seen a couple of little clips. I seen one clip. You know, it was one clip. It was Davis Mills throwing to Nico, and nothing against the clip. Like you know, what I'm saying nothing was wrong with the clip. It was a nice little pass, and then Nico called a nice little called a nice little catch. The thing about it is, I feel like I've already seen that exact play. Like everything about it looked exactly the same. Like from the way Davis Mills threw the ball, from the angle he threw the ball, uh from the angle he threw the ball, the way Nico caught it, like the little jump that he did and toe tap that he did. I feel like I seen this at OTAs. I feel like I seen the exact same play. I feel like the little highlight clip that I seen was just a repeated clip from OTAs and not nothing that was brand new. That was my only thing. And if I'm not, the Texans posted it, I'm like, I've seen this exact. Like, did they do the exact same move or is it the exact same play? Like, I don't know. But that's why I feel like it is. I just on the sideboard that was a little bit weird. I felt like I've seen this play already. I feel like I've seen this play. That's all about the Rockets, man. I ain't all about the Rockets, man. Ain't all about the Rockets, man. John Meach Jaffers, yeah, yeah. That man said, like I said, man, prayers out to John Meach, man. Speed recovery, you know, dealing with a lot. You know what I'm saying? That disease ain't no joke, man. Like on some real stuff. I lost both my grandmothers. my mom's mom and my mom's mom recently, like back in 2020, and then I lost my dad's mom early in that 2016. Both of them passed away from pancreatic cancer. So yeah, like that's not a joke. My auntie, my dad's sister, she passed away from think she had breast cancer if I'm not mistaken, but she had cancer as well. So it's that main, like I say, like prayers out to him, his family, and just hope speed recovery. Hope everything goes good. They say it's a very treatable uh form of leukemia, so he should make a full recovery. But I just know anybody. I'm pretty sure some of y'all as well. Like anybody have family members or anybody close to them deal with that type of disease. It's really not a joke. It's a tough situation on anybody. And like I said, just so prayers up to him and his family, speed recovery. It looked like we ain't gonna have a good season. Uh, define that. And actually, I'm gonna read off a list of predictions, and we are gonna talk about this. Some of the things I want to talk about was this prediction. This prediction, kind of something I want to talk about the prediction. So we gonna read in a minute. Nico looked like he got bigger. Yeah, he did, and I think because of John Michi, what they're gonna be counting on Nico a lot. They're gonna be counting on Nico to take that step. Um, Rockets, nah. I mean, yeah. I had it in '95, but that's neither here nor there. Hey, Paulo. And Paulo just signed the Jordan brand. Signed Jordan brand yesterday, so we gonna get them. We gonna get them P5 Jordans. We gonna get them P5 J's, man. We gonna get the Jordan, Paulo combo shoes like Melo and CP3 did. So Jordan only signed superstar players. He had CP3. He got CP3. Had Melo. He got Luca. He got Tatum. He has Zion. Who else he got? Who else is on Jordan Brand? Who else is on Jordan Brand? If I'm not mistaken, I think Westbrook is on Jordan Brand too. But Westbrook does have MVP. So kind of weird that Michael Jordan owns the Charlotte Hornets, and they drafted LaMelo Ball very high, but yet LaMelo Ball signed the Puma. You would think Jordan would have locked up LaMelo. Yeah, you would think that Jordan would have locked up LaMelo, but that's neither here nor there. Like I said, Paulo signed the Jordan brand, so we should see some Paulo Jordan shoes uh, within the next year. I don't think he's gonna get a shoe now, but we should see probably P1, like a P1 next year. Like I'm pretty sure that's what they're gonna call. They're gonna call them P1s, P2s, stuff like that. 'Cause I know he goes by P5, so we'll see one of those shoes. I'm pretty sure within the next year. So, but talk some NFL real quick, because of training camp started today. Look at some of these predictions. Let me see. Let's read some of these predictions because they got it broken down by division. Oh, that's why they record look like that because I forgot this extra game. I forgot they play extra game now. That's why some of these records kind of look weird to me. Okay, so in the AFC West, which I think is going to be the toughest division in football, they got the Chiefs winning at 11-6, the Chargers second at 11-6, the Raiders third at 9-8, and Denver coming up at the end, rounded off at 8-9. That's only thing I say. I'm going to flip Oakland. Well, I keep going Oakland, Vegas, and Kansas City. I think Vegas is going to win division. I think the Chargers are going to be the second best team in the division. I think the Chiefs is going to get into the playoffs, but getting in as a third seed. Uh, I agree with the AFC North, just not the records, because I think they got Pittsburgh a little bit too high. But they got the Ravens win the division at 12-5. They got the Bengals being second division at 12-5. I actually agree with both of those records and all. That's cool. They got Pittsburgh third with 9-8, and they got Cleveland at 6-11. Like we all know the elephant in the room when it comes to Cleveland because of the whole uh, the whole Deshaun situation. So we all know about that. Now, the AFC East is The Bills win the division at 15-2. The Patriots second at 10-7. The Dolphins third at 9-8, and the Jets coming up the end division at 5-12. Now let's talk about the AFC South. Let's talk about this. 'Cause I know that's what y'all in here looking for. Y'all, this is what y'all looking for. And to be honest, um, if the season comes out anyway, not the records don't have to be accurate, but if the way everything is placed is accurate, the Texan fans, we're gonna be very happy. Well, some of us, because I think it's gonna be split. I think you're gonna have some fans are gonna be very happy and some fans not. But okay, who they have win the division? I who they have win division is the Indianapolis Colts at 9-8. I actually agree with the win division, and I actually agree with that record. I think that's probably going to be the record. Second in the division is the Tennessee Titans at 8-9. I can see that record and see that placement as well. Third is Jacksonville Jaguars at 6-11, and last is the Houston Texans at 3-14. I don't think the Texans are going to only win 3 games. I think they're going to win more than that. But this is the thing that's very interesting, because according to this, the Texans will have the second pick in the draft, because the team with the worst record in the NFL, the guys, the Falcons at 2-15. So the Texans will be second in the draft with their own pick. Second, third, four, 5, 6. The Texans will have the second pick in the seventh pick. Wait, I'm saying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. According to this prediction, the Texans will have the second pick in the draft and the seventh pick in the draft. 2 top 10 picks, one in the top 5, and the other one to finish out 7. Uh, that's very interesting. If the Texans walked away this season with kind of what we've been alluding to quite a bit, though, of the Texans potentially having 2 top 10 picks. The way what happens, of course, what happens with Defoe, if he plays, if he not plays, the Texans could potentially be walking away, like I said, with 2 top 10 picks. And with that being said, because of that, you'll easily be able to flip that. Like you could easily flip those two. You could easily flip that and acquire more picks. Though obviously you don't need to jump up, because where you land at, you don't need to jump up. Especially with the second pick, you don't have to jump up, because you are in great position to draft a QB if you so choose, or if you don't want to draft a QB, able to move back down and acquire more picks. I mean, you really get a king's ransom, because if you moving down, somebody's drafting a quarterback. I think if that was the case, I think the Texans will make the pick, and they will make whoever is whoever they would draft, whoever's the second best quarterback. So they'll take whoever Atlanta does not take, because I'm pretty sure. But you know what? Atlanta might not take a quarterback. Atlanta might not take a quarterback, because they did draft about to call him Spitz. They could draft, not could draft, they would draft I mean, not, they just draft what's the kid name? What's the boy name? From Cincinnati? Desmond Ritter. They just drafted Desmond Ritter. So they just drafted Desmond Ritter, I mean, obviously depending on how he plays, if he plays how he looks, they probably won't draft the quarterback number 1. Now I do think getting number 1 overall pick changes a lot of things, but they could, which is actually kind of bad, because they could actually trade the pick, or they could just draft Willie Anderson. They could just actually draft Willie Anderson. I know Wise is probably sitting there talking about nose. But then that would leave you with both. I mean, they did draft Willie Anderson. That would leave you with the option to draft either C.J. Stroud, or like you have your pick of out C.J. Stroud and Bryce Young. If they did decide to draft C.J., if they did want to draft Willie Anderson, But if they draft one of the quarterbacks, then you obviously have the position and have the capability to draft the next quarterback up available. So because of that, I I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, this is all speculation. This is all opinion. None of this is this is not the draft order like that we know. I mean, both the Texans and the Falcons can fool around, win their divisions. Don't think it'll happen, but who knows? Ain't nobody play They only had one practice. Ain't nobody play a preseason game, let alone play a regular season game. So we don't know exactly what's going to happen. Lions and Carolina the Panthers don't need to draft a quarterback. Yes, they do. Why wouldn't they draft a quarterback? What do you mean? You mean the Lions and the Panthers don't need to draft a quarterback? I guess you could kind of sort of make a case for the Panthers because of Baker Mayfield and Sam Darnold being there. And if I'm not mistaken, I think Matt Corral went there too. So they do have a couple quarterbacks in their room. They got a couple quarterbacks in their room, so they might not, but the Lions they have Jared Goff, and you obviously know that they don't think Jared Goff is the guy. So I definitely think that they're gonna move on from Jared Goff. I definitely believe that they're gonna move on from Jared Goff if they have the capability to draft a quarterback. Now, if they don't have the capability to draft a quarterback, then obviously that's different. If they can't draft a quarterback, that's obviously mean that they'll be basically stuck where they at if they're not able to draft a quarterback. But we'll see. But some of the highlights from training camp what I seen today, I seen Derek Stingley out there on the field. We were concerned about was he gonna be able to be on the field because I thought they were a little kind of hands off with him during OTAs. He really didn't do too much if anything, but it looked like he's out there right now. We don't know exactly to the what capacity fully, but I hope he plays on August 13th. I really do. I want to see Darius Stingley play August 13th. That I want to see him suit up for real as a Houston Texan on the field, ready to go, ready to get some work in. So I definitely want to see exactly how this goes about. So I do think that's going to be very interesting when it comes to the preseason games coming up in a couple weeks, and I'll probably be doing some live stream during the preseason game. Who knows? Might even pull up somewhere. So hey, who you never know. Might be pulled up somewhere to live stream the game. You just never know. But I do think, like I said, it's going to be very interesting. I think the preseason is going to be very good. I think it's going to be something that definitely worth watching. We're definitely going to be intrigued and going to be ready to see exactly what they have, and where the Texans are going to be. What is a Lovie Smith preseason look like? What does a Lovie Smith training camp look like? What does a Lovie Smith season look like? We're about to get ready to find out. We're about to get ready to find out. Like I said before, it seems like the Texans media and the way that they're handling things, they're going about things way differently than they were years prior. The franchise been around for 20 years and they've doing things way differently than they've done before. They've never done things the way they've done it before. They've never done things before the way they're doing things now, and because of that, I definitely think it's part of the reason why the fan base is starting to get back behind them a little bit. Which they definitely had to do a lot of damage control because of the Deshaun Watson situation, and like not only the allegations, but him asking for a trade, the way he alienated himself from the team, the way the team alienated themselves from him, the way just a lot of things, a lot of way he was just distant, even to this day. Acting like he kind of act like he never was a Texan, like that part of his life never happened. Like he just won that championship in Cleveland, took like a 5 year, 5 year hiatus, and now wound up in Cleveland. Like it's like he doesn't. It's like he never talks about or engages that part, like it never happened, and that is bad. Um, Unfortunate for to use the Honcho term. Shout out to my boy Honcho. It's unfortunate because um, it doesn't even matter how you feel. He's the best quarterback in franchise history. It's the best quarterback in franchise history. It's not argument, not debate. You can't debate it. You can't dispute it. If you do, you just a haters, like Wise would say. You're just a haters. There's no real reason why you can say that he's not Now maybe you can say from total statistics, if you go by numbers, oh yes, the numbers wise, like okay, yeah, guys gonna have more wins, guys gonna have more stats because they played longer. But you mean you know what it is. You can't sit there and see with your eyes and then have the nerve and audacity to say that he's not the best quarterback in franchise history. Now, some of that is to do with the franchise only being 20 years old. That's that's how many guys even had the opportunity to be franchise guy. But also, Deshaun is he's cut from a different breed when it comes from a talent pool standpoint. He's not an average player by any stretch. It's way more players. Uh, he's better than way more players than there are better than him. Put to you like that. He's definitely in the up echelon of talent pool. So he's pretty much possibly could be a top three, top four quarterback in franchise history almost on every team he goes to. Like I can't really think of a team. Uh, can't really think of a team that he wouldn't be that in a franchise history. Maybe Green Bay because then you got Bar Star, Farr, and then you have Aaron Rodgers. So I mean you got those three guys. So he would be coming in fourth. But then if you talk about anybody who was on the roster, I mean you had Kurt Warner was on their roster at one point. Mark Brunell, he's better than Mark Brunell. Who else on that roster? Because actually they had Favre, Kurt Warner, Mark Brunell, and Hasselbeck all at the same time. So yeah, they did. Yeah, yeah. They had all those guys on their roster at the exact same time. Favre obviously was a starter. His backup, I think, was Matt Hasselbeck. The third string quarterback was Mark Brunell, and the fourth string quarterback was Kurt Warner, and that's the reason why Kurt Warner got cut. And also, and then when Mike Holmgren went to Seattle, Matt Hasselbeck went to Seattle with him. But yeah, all those guys were on the right. And like I said, that's years before they drafted. That's years before they drafted. Um, Favre. I'm not Favre, but Aaron Rodgers. I mean, and it's the same thing, but that's not even the crazy part about it. On that offensive staff, on that offensive staff, with the deal with that quarterback, the head coach was Mike Holmgren, offensive coordinator was Andy Reid, quarterbacks coach was John Gruden, uh, um, um, Steve Mariucci was either the tight end coach or the offensive line coach or something like that. Like that, that Green Bay team back in the late '90s, mid to late '90s, was loaded. Like that team had some talent. Like go back and look at that Green Bay team. They actually with the coaching staff, I know that was the year they won the Super Bowl because like John Gruden and Steve Mariucci and all them and Andy Reid got off. They got Super Bowl rings. They have Super Bowl rings not as head coaches. No, actually not Andy Reid and John Gruden do have championships at Super Bowls as head coaches now. But yeah, like that and that's different. That's way different and way more better than the Patriots coaching tree because Bill Belichick got guys and they don't survive as coaches. They not good coaches. Like I say, the best example, the best coach from Bill Belichick's tree is Bill O'Brien. Bill O'Brien is the most successful former Patriot assistant from the whole Belichick regime. He is. It's facts. Can't argue it. I know Ray's probably somewhere pulling the hair out of his head, being upset because he cannot stand Bill O'Brien to good reason. But even though you can sit there and not stand them, that again, that facts are the facts, and I'm not against facts. I'm not going to hide facts for because of how I feel towards a player or towards a team or towards a coach. It is what it is. He's the best. Now that's not really saying much, obviously, because I mean you have what Matt Patricia, you got Now Brian Flores. Now you have Josh McDaniels, Charlie White, uh, um, Eric Mangini, stuff like that. Yeah, all those guys were flamed out. Now I think Wichita had a good record in Miami, but Miami did what Miami did. But most of those Patriots guys flamed out. Bill O'Brien's the most successful. But when you look at Mike Holmstrom's coaching tree, Andy Reid was successful both in Philly. He was successful for both at Philly and Kansas City with multiple quarterbacks and won the Super Bowl. Went to the Super Bowl in Philly, won a Super Bowl in Kansas City, went to another one. Then you have John Gruden, been to multiple AFC Championship games with the Raiders, then actually won the Super Bowl in Tampa. Uh, Eric, Steve Mariucci. If I'm not mistaken, I think the 49ers went to a couple NFC Championship games, at the very least divisional games, back when they had Jeff Garcia and T.O. and all that. So I mean, these coaches, two of them got rings on their own, and John Gruden and Andy Reid, but they all had some level of success. You can say the same thing about the quarterbacks. I mean, uh, Matt Hasselbeck went to the Super Bowl in Seattle and carved out a nice career. Kurt Warner is a Super Bowl MVP, two-time league MVP. Uh, been to the Super Bowl three times, two different teams to the Super Bowl. At the time, had the top three Super Bowl performances for as far as yards in the game up until obviously now. Uh, Mark Brunell had a nice little season. I mean, a nice little career. So the Patriots really, like, I mean, not the Patriots, Green Bay. That Green Bay era actually has a lot to talk about. As far as accumulating talent and things like that. What's the deal, Derek? What's good with you? What's good with you? So I don't even know how we even get on the subject talking about all those quarterbacks stuff like that. But oh, we're talking about yeah, Deshaun going and being the most talented quarterback on said franchise that he goes to, and talking about like Deshaun's going to be the most talented Texan quarterback, and it's like I said, it's a fact. There's nothing to argue about. I know how we feel, how you might feel about Deshaun, but it is what it is. So that's what it is. That's really what it is. Now, hopefully, Davis Mills can do that, change that. I don't think so. Maybe if you draft somebody, will they change it? Hope so, but uh, you want to just get rid and just get done with the whole Deshaun Watson era type situation. Kerwin was excellent when, yeah, yeah. Kurt was very precise. Kurt was very precise. And took took a very unusual role. Like you'll be talking about Kurt Warner way more if he would have won in Arizona. If he would have won the second one in St. Louis, obviously when second one in St. Louis, you probably never hear about Tom Brady. Uh, I mean, as far as Tom Brady being the Tom Brady that we know of today. So, just like sometimes you gotta get those opportunities. They announced the Texans will wear their red helmets Saturday. Okay, so the Texans will wear their red helmets on training camp tomorrow. That's what said they're gonna debut the helmets. Okay, we gonna get even though it's not really a first look because it's training camp. They're not gonna be in their actual jerseys. I mean, I guess you would get a glimpse of how it would look versus the. I mean, if they were kind of with defense in their white jerseys, how it would look if they would decide to wear it as a away jersey. If they would decide to take the red helmets with their away jerseys, we'll also see exactly how it look. I guess with the blue, and see. I think it'll probably. To be honest with you, I think it will look horrible. I think them red helmets and them blue jerseys will look absolutely horrible. They only need to keep the red helmets for when they wear the red jerseys. You could might possibly make a case for when they're wearing their white jerseys, but they're going to change the pants to either be all white or use the red pants. Then they can't use those blue pants. Uh, I can't even think you can use red helmets with the blue jerseys. It's just not going to look right. that blue helmet. I mean, the red helmet and the blue jerseys not gonna look right in my opinion. So you gotta, like I say, use the red jerseys and gotta use the either all white or white jerseys and red pants when you're wearing those red helmets. So we'll see. We'll get a first look at it. We'll get a quick little crack at it, a quick little look at it tomorrow. I actually can't wait to look at it and see how it looks. Actually get a better feel for exactly how it is. I actually am excited to actually see the red helmets. Like I said, everybody in the field trying new helmets. It's like it's a phenomenon. It's a huge phenomenon. Everybody getting these new helmets. Uh, just because. Uh, just because you can. And as I clicked on what you guys says, now these right here they kind of look a little orange. They don't even look a little red. They look a little orange right there. I just clicked on and it look a little orange. They don't really look that much red to me. But we'll definitely see. Fans all over are excited. We love football is back. Yeah, I, mean, I do agree. I do think that there's more energy, more juice more energy, more juice in the fan base this year than the last 2 years. Like I said, even the last 2 years, even the 2020 season when you still had the Sean, it was still a downer. You just trade away Hopkins. You hoping that Bill O'Brien gets fired, but you don't know yet. Like this season here definitely has way more juice, way more intensity. People way more genuinely excited and can't wait to see football more so this season right here, this part right now than they did in the last couple of years. I definitely agree with that. I still want Bryce Young or either C.J. Stroud. I'm with you, Spitz. I don't believe Mills is the guy, but but I'm waiting to the bye week to grade. Exactly. That's exactly what I'm doing. I'm waiting to the bye week to grade. We'll see exactly what happens after the bye week. We'll see exactly what happens after the bye week. I do think that they um like I said we'll definitely see exactly what happens after the bye week. But I definitely think that we'll have a way better indication on how they look going in. We'll have a way better look to see how they look, or how he looks rather. We'll see. We'll have a way better indication how he looks after. I just want Pep and Lovey to succeed. If Mills plays well, it's better chance they will stay. They will stay and see the rebuild through. Um, I don't think. Yes and no. Um, yes and no. Especially when it comes to Pep, I do think that uh Davis Mills looking good under Pep definitely will keep Pep around. Definitely will keep Pep around if Pep can have him in that offense looking right. But the reason why I say no is I don't think that they'll blame either one of them if if Mills regrets and is just the worst quarterback in NFL history, the worst quarterback in franchise history, the worst quarterback you've ever seen. Even if it got that bad, I don't think that Lovey or Pep will be on shorter leases. Now I mean, and also, but counting that, I do think that that will actually put a bigger target on Pep than it would be Lovey. Um, I don't think so because I do think that they understand. I do believe they understand the situation and they know that they know that they're not in an ideal situation, and the team is not in an ideal situation. I think they know that, and because of that, because the team's not, they're not gonna trip on some small stuff like that. I predict the defensive side of the ball makes the greatest improvement in presence. Yeah, I do think the defense is gonna have a bigger upstart and a bigger uptick and a bigger push and a bigger drive and a bigger buzz because one, your very first pick in the draft, um, is a defensive player, and he's also a defensive player who show. No, I don't want to say show up because I do think other defensive players show up as well, but you'll be able to look at the stat sheet and find a stat or two that pinpoints exactly how well he played or how bad he played. Um, and if it looks like he's played well, and then you have something on your hands. If it's something you have to coach out, or something you have to coach out, and then got coach him and other stuff, then it kind of okay it puts a little damp on it. But I do think he's ready to go, and I believe that's part of the reason why the Texas fan base they ready to buy the merch, they ready to buy the jerseys, they ready to buy the all the things that fans have. They ready to get all those things. And I think that because of that, I do think that Stingley is going to actually play way better than people expect. And I do think that he has his eye on the prize. And what I mean by that is not just no team awards, little solo. And I think he might have some first team all rookie aspirations and be put on certain teams and things like that. So I definitely think that he is ready to put all the work in. Jerseys are the worst investment anyone could ever make. Sadly, what you mean? What you mean by jerseys the worst investment anybody can ever make? Explain, explain, explain. I need you to explain that to me. Why is it the worst investment or one of the worst investments anybody can make? Talking about somebody buying basically a shirt. Like that's really all a jersey really is. Like what does that mean? Next year, the Texans will sign a high-profile free agent who might be Spitz. I just see who out there. I don't know who's coming available. I think that depends on a lot of things. Whoever is coming available, and you could probably make a way better decision than that. Um, so we'll see exactly. We'll see exactly. People buy what they want. Yeah, pretty much people do buy exactly what they want. Maybe you don't. I be, what Flip say? If you want it, drive it, buy it, own it. Factory chrome it. If you see it, you own it, buy it, own it, drive it, own it. Factory chrome it. If you, I can do that. So of course they're gonna buy what they want. If they don't want it, they ain't gonna buy it. Got a couple more minutes, y'all. A couple more minutes to see what else y'all talking about. And I'm gonna jump out real quick. Make this one short. Where I started a little late, so I ain't get a chance to jump in early like I normally do. So, anybody else got some questions? Make sure you hit that like button for y'all lead though. Make sure you hit that like button for the one time. Hit it for the one time. For the one time for your boy, man. Make sure you hit that thing. Oh, wait. Whole bunch of messages popped in at one time. Hold on, holla at me. Hold up. Bitch, you always got the deal on the next year free agents. Yeah, I really did. I really didn't look at next year's free agency class. I went to look at the positions and see exactly who's available. I really don't know. Like I've been telling you, I think they're gonna go after and sign Christian Fulton, but that won't be till 2024. Like Christian Fulton won't be available in 2024. Um, I can't really think of somebody just off the top of my head. That can be right now. Really can't think of nobody right off the top of my head. I really can't. Well, for one, it's $100 shirt, and two, Deshaun jersey probably seemed like the safe investment 4 years ago, and now I have a Jalen Green jersey with the number one with the number he wore 1 year. Okay, Jalen Green changed his number. Like, I ain't see like I ain't see Jay. I didn't know if Jalen Green changed his number. I ain't know. Um, if I'm not mistaken, I think the NBA, the NBA, because like just like if a player gets traded or a player asks for a trade and things like that, the NBA will actually they allow you to swap the jerseys out. to get a current jersey. Now I don't know how long you have to have it. I don't know if you if it's. I'm pretty sure it gotta be a certain type of window, but it's for the same player. I mean, I can't I can't trade uh a Aaron Gordon jersey for. I have an Aaron Gordon Magic jersey. I can't trade an Aaron Gordon jersey for a Jalen Green jersey or for um Giannis jersey and nothing like that. I can only trade Aaron Gordon's jersey for another Aaron Gordon jersey. He's in Denver now, so I can trade Aaron Gordon's Magic jersey and get an Aaron Gordon Denver jersey. I can't go. I can't change vice versa. Like as for I mean, I can't change. Go. I can change amongst the same player. Now I don't. I want the Orlando Magic uh, 00 AG jersey, so I'm not going to trade it to him for Denver. But you possibly can make it. You can make it so because if he changed his number, I'm assuming the same thing should apply. This is within the same team. Now all they gotta do is change the number. They might send you back your same exact jersey just with a number change on it. But I get like you saying the price of it being very very high, and I agree with the prices are hard. But if that's what you want, that's what you want. So hey, it's not just supporting the team. It's just that sometimes those jerseys just look good. You just want those jerseys. So next season we need to focus on getting pass rushers and getting pass rushers and O line. Yeah, yeah, they do need to start focusing. But you also the season hasn't even kicked off yet, so you don't know exactly what you have. So you kind of want to wait. Who has a better record this season? Browns or the Texans? I think it's gonna be one. Well, I think Texans gonna have it by a game. I think the Texans probably have like 6 games, 5, 6 games, and I think they'll have it for about a week or whatever. I mean, yeah, yeah, about a couple weeks or whatever. Traylon Burks versus Stingley are about to be. Yeah, that's definitely gonna be a battle that I think that they're gonna hype up. But the thing is, the Jalen Ramsey, and it could be because the following year the Jags were so bad, and then the um the it's so bad. The what was I say? I lost my train of thought just that quick. Um um oh, it's about the Derek Stingley matchup that Jacksonville got bad so quickly that they didn't get a chance to hype up the whole, and then obviously Jalen Ramsey gets traded to the Rams. But that what you had with the 18 season, you had like because you had the 17 season when you first seen it, seeing it could be something there. Then 17, then no, 16. I'm sorry. Then 17, uh Deshaun gets hurt and never got and Deshaun gets hurt and you don't really get that second game against Jacksonville. So you don't get that second game against Jacksonville. And then well you do get it but you don't get it with Deshaun and no obviously the first game he didn't start. So then you have the 2018 season and Jacksonville's not as good. Jacksonville's not as good. Then 2019, you get the season, the second game of the season. Then he demands a trade, he gets traded, and then all that. So you don't really get, and then Hopkins trade. So you never like they never got a chance to hype up the Jalen Ramsey Hopkins matchup. And you thought that would be because of how Jalen Ramsey is off the field, how he talks, and then also how how Hop is and how cold Hop was. So you didn't get a chance to do that. So maybe this with them both being in the SEC, maybe they could something that could be hyped up. But I don't know. I don't know exactly if this could be if it could get it should get Hop and Jalen Ramsey should have got hype. I don't know if this is going to get hype like that or hype like that should have got. Should Texas draft the should draft a top? Yeah, they should. They should, but they should. It depends on where they fall in the draft or what players fall in the draft. But they definitely do need to get a defensive tackle. I have no issue with them getting a defensive tackle. They definitely do. Would you say would you say it's harder to get to the finals from? It's hard. It's definitely harder in the West. The West is a harder conference. The East is a very easier conference to get through. How would you feel about? Like, how would you feel about the NFL moving to the lottery draft like the NBA? I'm honestly tired of the Jazz getting top picks over and over, and then all of a sudden they can't beat the Colts. Uh, no. That to be honest, that is one of the stupidest things in sports. That's one of, if not the most stupid thing that leagues do to the teams. Uh, is the draft lottery. It makes absolutely no sense. It does like it's supposed to stop people from tanking. It doesn't stop anybody from tanking. Because teams tank all the time. Teams will always tank. If they feel like they could potentially get better via the draft. Now you do take more of a risk. It's more efficient to tank in football. Like if you're the worst team in the NFL, you're gonna have the number one overall pick. You could be the worst team in the NBA and not get the overall pick. So you are taking more of a gamble and more of a risk. But also at the same token, it it basically kills and destroys parity. Because I've said this before, when teams get the number one overall pick, you need to actually basically do something with the number one overall pick because in the NBA I'm talking about. Because you could be a team that have the worst record in the NBA for 10 straight years and never see a top three pick. like you never can see a top three pick because and why the like you never see a top three pick and you've had the worst record in basketball for 10 straight years. Like that you know what I'm saying? And then the Magic, I'm a Magic fan. The Magic benefited from the draft lottery. And was it 94? No, 93, I'm sorry. 92 they win the lottery, draft Shaq, then backdoor the draft Shaq, then made it all the way to the ninth seed and barely missed the playoffs because the Indianapolis Pacers were the eighth seed and the Magic were the ninth seed. Do you know that both teams were had the exact same record? They both were 42 and 42. So, okay, head to head. You know they actually split the head to head. Okay, so most wins at home, the exact same. Most wins on the road, obviously, the exact same because they got the same record. Most wins in the conference, the exact same. Most wins. I think it was most home wins. No, I said that. It was another tiebreaker. It was damn near to a coin flip. It didn't get to a coin flip, but it was damn near that. I forgot what tiebreaker it was. I think it might have been no, because points per game was the same. Might have been points allowed, or like or rebounds allowed, or rebounds game. It was a very, 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 very small chance that they made the playoffs. That they missed the playoffs. That's how close the tiebreaker was. That's exactly how close it was between the Magic getting the number one, being in the draft lottery and going into the playoffs. Because if they go into the playoffs, they don't get into the draft lottery. So that was how they got into the lottery in '93, and then actually won the draft lottery. This team was basically a playoff team and was able to win the lottery, not via a trade, not like the Boston Celtics when they got the number one overall pick from Brooklyn and they were a team that was in the NBA playoffs, not back in the '80s when they won the championship and didn't have the number one overall pick because of trades. That's completely different. That's completely different. But you talking about uh yeah, that's a completely different situation. You talking about a team that you talking about a team that by odds and chances and things of that nature uh missed the playoffs and odds and chances won the playoff lottery, got the number one overall draft pick. So because of that, things like that the Magic, my team, benefited from, and is the reason why the Magic went to the NBA Finals in the '90s, because they had the number one pick. They drafted Chris Webber, traded the rights of Chris Webber, and acquired Penny Hardaway, and the rest was history. Very short history, but it was. That's the reason why the NFL does not need to move to a draft lottery, because it does absolutely nothing. It does not stop what it does not stop what they're trying to do, because people still tank, and also it does not help anything. It just makes it can hurt parity. Hey man, shout out to that boy Wild World, man. Appreciate the super chat love, man. Appreciate the sticker, man. Appreciate super chat love. Appreciate that. You think this Frank Rich? Yeah, I think it's Frank Wright's last year with the Colts. No, because I think the Colts are gonna win the division. I don't know if they're gonna win a playoff game, but I definitely think they're gonna win the division. And I think they're gonna keep Frank. I think they like Frank Wright. I think they like Frank Wright. I don't think they're gonna get rid of Frank Wright just yet. Actually, I think they like Frank Wright. I do. I think they like him. What do you think of the KM situation? What's KN? What's the KM situation? I don't know. KM. Don't know. Need a little bit more clarity. Need a little bit more understanding. I don't know what that is. Oh, Kyler Murray. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Kyler Murray. That's absolutely stupid and ridiculous. That it has to be put in your trade clause that you got to study. You're a professional athlete. You're a quarterback. You should be studying regardless. You should be studying because you need to be ready to win a championship. You're the quarterback. You, out of anybody on their roster, should be wanting a championship. You're the number one overall draft pick, Heisman Trophy winner. You should be wanting a championship. So because of that, you should be. This should not. No one should be telling you, asking you, forcing you. You should be doing this off top on GP. You need to be studying. Your ass needs to be. That makes no sense. That someone has to tell you to study film or tape or anything that you have to study. No one should have to tell you this. You should be able to do this on your own. These people are giving you $230 million. Say it with me now for the people in the back. $230 million. These people are giving you $230 million. 160 fully guaranteed. But they gotta tell you to read a book, or they gotta tell you to read, to do study, to watch film, for your own job, to make your job easier, to make your job better, so you can win more football games, so you can get more endorsements, you can make more money, for you to win a championship, for you to make sure that you fully see every bit and every penny of that $230 million, because the 230 wasn't fully guaranteed like Deshaun. This makes absolutely no sense that you have to be told to study because you wasn't studying before. Come on, man. Don't understand. And hey, man, shout out to that boy Wild World again for another super chat. Appreciate that. Let me see what you're talking about. The video you posted today with the 6 Man show, bro. You and oh, I read that wrong. Was what? The video that you posted today with the 6 Man show was lit, bro. You and Jonathan need to do more often for real. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate you. I appreciate you checking it out. One of the ones that asked. I know it was somebody in this live stream maybe like a couple weeks ago, couple live streams ago. Maybe I say about maybe it wasn't either when the last live stream, maybe like within the last 3 or 4 live streams. Don't remember if it was you, but I know somebody asked me about I need to do one with 6 Man. And I stated that we've already done one, and this was in the work. We were actually going to do one uh right after the draft. I think it was right after the draft. I know it was before. Yeah, 'cause it was before it was before they signed Gary Harris and Mo Bamba. Well, it was before they signed Gary Harris and Mo Bamba. That we were discussing it, but a lot of things was conflicted with schedules and stuff like that. And he had stuff he had on his end he had to handle and take care of. So we didn't get a chance, but we were able to get one. And yeah, we other things in the works, like other things are in the works of more videos. Not just with 6 Man, with some other Magic podcasts as well. So things are coming, things are in the works for the Orlando community. So don't worry. It's going to be done. It's going to be done in the near future. You'll see a little bit more content from another type of angle. They said that boy was. Oh, and appreciate the super chat love again, Wild World. Appreciate that. They said that boy would play video games. So I guess he was getting this film study by playing Madden. I don't know. Yeah, yeah. Don't nobody need to tell you that, man. You making nobody can tell you that. It's too much. It's too much money. It's too much money on the table to be trying to mess off. Yeah, that was me. Oh, so it was you. Okay, I thought it was you. I couldn't remember exactly, but I thought it was you, world. Like I said, appreciate the super chat love, man. I'm glad you liked I'm glad you liked it. Had got some information in that video. Um, about the Magic possibly, potentially, um, bringing back the star jerseys, which is, if y'all that don't know, that's the Trace McGrady era jerseys. They had the blue one and they had the white one. Me personally, I hope it's the white one. The white star jersey, the white Trace McGrady jersey is my favorite Magic jersey of all time. It's my favorite Magic jersey. Um, that's the one I definitely want them to bring back, mostly so they can start making them again and selling them in stores, because the blue one I see all the time. Like, I go to Lids all the time, even in Texas, and I find the three Magic jerseys that I can get my hands on is a white Penny Hardaway, a black Shaquille O'Neal, and a blue Trace McGrady. I can find those jerseys. I can find those jerseys all the time. Like, I damn near any Liz locker room I go to will have at least two, if not all three of those jerseys. Because sometimes the Trace McGrady, because I ain't gonna lie, they mostly have they mostly have they mostly when it comes to T Mac, they mostly have T Mac and Rocket jerseys. Obviously, it's in Houston, so they mostly have him in Rockets jerseys, even though they don't actually have him in the Rockets jersey that he wore. They always have him in the red and yellow, even though they actually did. I know he did wear the red and yellow, but that wasn't the Rockets mainstay. They don't. It's not like they have him in the Rockets white or on the Rockets red. They always have him in the red jersey with the white number, and then the white number got like a little yellow shade on the back, like it's kind of like shaded like yellow. Like I see that jersey all the time. But the Trace McGrady jersey I see the most is the Raptors. I see both. I see the white and the purple one. I see that in every Liz locker room. Like every Liz locker room I've ever went to has both of those jerseys. Had both of those jerseys. Now sometimes they have the Magic jersey, the blue one, and then sometimes they have the Rockets jersey. But they always have the Toronto jersey, even though I know the Toronto drafted him. He didn't even play with Toronto. He came off the bench in Toronto. He was an all-star, superstar player, NBA scoring, two-time NBA scoring champion, first team All NBA in Orlando, all-star, first time of all-star, first all. No, I think he was second team All NBA in Houston. I don't think he was ever first team. I know he won the scoring title. He's scoring to both his scoring titles in Orlando. Uh, so that's where he became superstar. That's became a superstar and maintained superstar in Houston and Orlando. So those jerseys, I think, like I say, especially being in Houston, you should be able to think that it'll be more Rocket jerseys. Why is it Toronto Raptors jerseys? Don't get that. Don't really understand that. I know that's the first team he played for. That's where he was drafted. Don't really get that. I don't really get it. But it is what it is. It is what it is. But like I said, those jerseys I can find time. Every now and again, I see a blue one, like a blue Shaq. See a black penny. Don't really see a white Shaq. I always see a white penny. I see a white penny and a black Shaq all the time. Every now and again, I see a blue Shaq. Every now and again, I see a black penny. Every now and again, I see a I don't see a blue penny because the blue penny I have is a hardwood classic jersey shirt. It's not because it has sleeves on this. It's a special edition one that the hardwood classic released. The blue penny that I have. Because it's kind of like a baseball jersey. It's like kind of like a baseball basketball jersey combo. So it's kind of weird, but hopefully it is the white because hopefully it is the white star jerseys. That way they can start selling those in the stores, online, whatever. Because obviously those jerseys are synonymous with Trace McGrady because that's who wore that's the version of jerseys that he wore when he was a Magic. So I damn sure believe that they would, if they did drop those jerseys and have those jerseys available for the new cast of guys to wear, that he would be like they would definitely feature and pay and show homage and make Trace McGrady jerseys like that, which I think would probably be better because they'll be more crisp and more cleaner. Than they'll be more crisp and more cleaner. Because just like I think the when they did the new jerseys, when they re-released the new jerseys, was a couple years ago, like when AG and them, and they wore the powder blue pinstripes. That's when they did a re-release of these pennies and these Shacks, and with the pinstripes, they look different and look a little bit more crisp and cleaner than they did when they dropped them originally. Because one they're made by different people now, so it's a little bit better. So yeah, the white jersey undefeated already. Like I said, those are my favorite Magic jerseys. Are they my favorite jerseys of all time? Like sports jersey of all time? I don't know. I don't think so. Well, no. I don't know. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. But hey, man, like I said, I'm about to get ready to get up out here, man. Appreciate everybody that came through, everybody that liked, everybody that shared, everybody that commented. Appreciate all the love. Hey, Wild World, appreciate the super chats as well, man. Appreciate that love, bro. Hey, make sure y'all check out. Got more videos coming. I know training camp started. I was supposed to have a training camp video, but some things happened. And I didn't get a chance to do it because some other things happened, so I didn't get a really chance to do it. But don't worry, Texan fans, training camp videos is coming. And don't worry, Magic fans, just because the Texan season is about to get ready to be underway, and I'm about to start doing a lot of Texan videos, a lot of Texan content, don't feel like you're going to get neglected. stuff will be dropped as well for both sides. I'm definitely gonna get content for both parties. Appreciate all the love. Hey, appreciate y'all coming through. Make sure y'all come through again on the next live stream on Tuesday. Make sure y'all come through. Like I said, we do this every Friday, every Tuesday. Appreciate everybody to come through all the time. Appreciate the love. Appreciate super chats. Hey, I holla.